everyone, Kimberly here. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday, the 25th of February. So yesterday I reported that I'd had an x-ray, and I was kind of waiting to hear back from my team at Johns Hopkins. There were a lot of emails that went back and forth today. It's funny, they always do this reply all back and forth, and there's about 5 of them on the distro. Today were some emails flying back and forth about what the next steps are going to be. MRI, obviously, I have the order, but he still hasn't confirmed, yes, go ahead and do it. In fact, a couple of days ago, he said, I don't want you to do that yet. There is the potential to go back in for surgery, but I'm very positive about it. If all they have to do is tighten a screw that came loose, that's not a big deal. I've been through the worst of it. The fact is that, a spinal fusion hurts, no joke, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it is probably the worst pain that I ever felt in my entire life. And just a quick to let you know, if you're just joining, I had a PLIF surgery on December 9th, so I'm in my 11th week post spinal fusion at the L4, L5 level. It was a 1-level fusion. PLIF is the posterior lumbar inner body fusion. I woke up from that surgery, when they're bringing you out, and I think I screamed, no joke, screamed from the pain for about 4 hours straight. My surgery was a lot longer than expected because apparently my herniation was so much larger than expected. So when I say that that was the most extreme pain I've ever felt, anybody who's been through this, I'm sure they would agree. But finally, when they balance you out and they get you onto, a level of pain medication that, you can handle, after about 2 days, maybe a little bit less, what you realize is the pain that you went in with is almost completely gone. So yes, the surgery itself is just wicked. The pain is intense, and the only reason I'm saying this is because just have that expectation, but know that in 2 days, whatever you went in with is going to be completely gone. Or almost. And that's my opinion, that's my experience. I guess I should preface it by saying that, but anyway, tonight is really about my mother. There are still a lot of unknowns for me, and I probably will have to go back in for surgery. But let's say I do, it's not going to be anything to what I experienced. And if I do, I'm expecting it would be an outpatient surgery. Not a big deal. Frankly, when they go in and hack your spine away to free up those nerves, once that's been done, anything else afterwards is just going to seem like a cakewalk, frankly. So I was saying tonight's about my mom, and the reason I'm saying that, she has to go in and have this needle biopsy. It's been a very anxious waiting period, but, I want to be there for her in the way that she's been here for me. So I picked up my son from school today, and we decided that we wanted to, bring home dinner, a really good bottle of wine for my mom, and set up a romantic little setting because, it's supposed to snow tomorrow, which means, no, I won't be able to walk for a couple more days, at least not outside, and he had a ton of homework to get done. So we brought home dinner, set them up, a little romantic, brought the candle up, and a little romantic space for them to be able to eat together and just take her mind off of tomorrow morning's needle biopsy at 9:30 in the morning. I'm keeping it quick and short because I really do want to get back to her and, just chat about, I don't know, anything but my back or her biopsy, and, have a glass of wine and relax. tomorrow will be a big day, and I'm hoping that I will be able to, help her out in any way tomorrow. I think that she's a really strong woman. And given that, it's still difficult to go through some of these things that we have to go through. The painful pieces that you need to get through in order to feel better on the other end, right? That's what we do with the spinal fusion. If you're contemplating it and it's been suggested, I will say yet again, get it done. Get your life back. My mother will have this done, this procedure tomorrow. I'm hoping that they do it. And then she'll be able to go down south and enjoy some time off away from me, away from all her, stresses that are, right here in front of her face. She'll go down and see some friends, have some time with my dad, and, the results for her thing will come in, and, there's nothing that they'll be able to do anyway immediately. I'm guessing everything's going to be fine. And even if it isn't, there's nothing she can do about it right this minute. And so enjoy that time in the meantime. It's so hard for us to let go of things and put things, kind of in a box on the shelf and say, I'll worry about it later. And you shouldn't do that, obviously, with everything. But for the things that you have no control over, you need to do it. And when you allow yourself to do that, you can enjoy where you are right that minute. So I'm hoping that the dinner was a good idea. I'm hoping that I haven't spent too much time on this video and I come back and she's already gone to bed. But if she has, I hope that for a few hours she was able to take her mind off of some things. And I'm really, it's crazy. I will miss them. I'll miss their support. But I can't wait until they're able to go down south and just get away from everything. We all need that sometimes. A topic of discussion that I wanted to start, and what I'll do is not in the video, but on the discussion in YouTube, is how do you pick the right doctor for your spinal fusion? It was something that took me a lot of time. I spoke to orthopedic surgeons, I spoke to different neurosurgeons, and there are some things that you can do if you know what questions to ask that will help you pick the right doctor, the right surgeon for you to go through your spinal fusion. So again, like I said, this isn't about me tonight. I'll have that discussion on YouTube on another tab, and I will try to upload some information that might be useful. I've been getting some one-off emails here and there about various different topics. So rather than emailing people, the same answers, I will create an area where I will, have all that written data consolidated. And then if you have questions in or above that, completely happy to, get back to you in email. And then also it will let me know that there's some missing information that I should add. In the meantime, if you haven't seen me put up the discussion, it means I'm talking and hanging out with my mom tonight. And if in the meantime you have anything that is of interest or could help someone, then go ahead, shoot me an email, and I'll include that in the discussion on that tab or on the blog. I know I haven't put the link up, but I promise I will get around to doing that. So for me, where I am on my surgery and my next steps, just waiting on the MRI. So other than that, even with a fall, I've kept walking. So I will say, keep walking. You are going to walk your way back to your life. So those are going to be my parting words. Take care of everybody. Have a great night. sleep well, and I will post again sometime tomorrow. Bye, everybody.